Hello, everybody out there. Hello, YouTubers. How's everybody doing? I pray that everybody is doing well on this post-election day. Pray that you're being safe out there in the midst of this pandemic. Um, this channel is about promoting and helping fellow business owners, fellow authors in their endeavors. So make sure that you click down the bottom to subscribe as well as hit the notification bell so you can get updates on new videos that will be uploaded. We have a young man here, awesome young man, has an awesome story, awesome inspiration. Without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and roll off into it. We'll ask that, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Corey Palmer though. I'm an author, businessman, single father, entrepreneur, all of the above though. How y'all doing today?
Awesome. Today we're going to talk about one of your books that I have, which is called Lifestyles and Situations. So with this particular book, I want to hear about what inspired you to write this book.
That book is my first book. A lot of my old writings though when I was younger. So last year, 2019, my daughter told me that you should write a book. So I compiled all my old writings together though from my past life out here in the streets though, and made an impression on my first book. Basically shining light on who I was and what I became. And the transition I heard that I was on the streets. I did sell dope, I did sell drugs, I was gang banging and everything else. But I got my daughter 4 years ago, and transitioned from that. Literally went from that block to that that stepping stone, and came to transition though to being a single father. So I started writing the lifestyle situations though to let people know though who I was though and shine a light on. Also had some issues from my past, so I never let go. So I had to shine on that part of my life to get to what I'm doing now. And also, with that being said, it's a lot of poetry collaborations I did with myself to free my mind. Though once you get to that point and you free your mind, then you can expand your whole horizon of what you're trying to do in life.
Yes,
So now I don't write no more about the past of my story. Now I'm pursuing children's books, the affirmation book I got out now, other stuff like that though, and pursuing business and entrepreneurship now to show people though the whole transition, not just that snapshot what I did in my first book.
Okay. Well, I know that you're transitioning into other areas of your authorship, but I am super excited that you took the time out to actually write about these things because these are things that need to be told. Because a lot of times, our young men, especially our Black young men, are out there doing things that they may not, they shouldn't be doing, and this shines a light on that. You can, no matter what your beginnings were, you can transition and do better, especially, the fact that your daughter came into your life and it allowed you to see things differently, a young man, taking care of his daughter and knows that, now I have to, be the man that I want her to be proud of, the man that I want her to, as she gets older and get into that stage of courtship and so forth, to show her the type of man that she should be, pursuing, or she should allow to come into her life, versus, what, you used to be and what you are now. And I commend you for that. That is awesome. I read through it. It's an awesome story. And I love the transparency. And I think those things are so important because a lot of times when we do transition, we want to push those things to the side and say, act like they never happened. But the reality is they happen, and nothing's going to change the fact that they did. The difference is you take those things and you use them for good, for God's purpose, to show people that, I can do better. You can do better. If I did better, you can do better, So, and this book is so powerful. You had poems and a lot of things that was written in the book I did not know the backstory to it, but it didn't matter that I didn't know the backstory to it. The words were there. They
Right.
was very short and to the point. Short and powerful. I love it, and it's very easy read, and it gets straight to the point. It doesn't sugarcoat. How things are. So, you said your daughter is your inspiration. She said, "Daddy, you need to take these stories and these writings
Right.
and put these things into a book, into a manuscript, and share it with the world." So what the Bible says. Out of mouth of babes. Your
Right.
daughter, was your inspiration. Sounds like.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
That's
Well,
why I said,
if you don't mind, how did you become a single father? You said she came into your life 4 years ago.
well, I had my like my daughter was born though. I had my daughter most of the time anyway. So 2015, 2016, I had to start facing the reality of like, hold on, I need to get my daughter full time. I can't keep running the streets out here though, and take her home on weekends. I know she's not gonna be safe and everything. And then sit there and then weekends come Sunday 6 o'clock. You like ain't nobody drop off to though. Then okay, Monday comes like okay, forget it though. You know what? Once you do 14, 15, 16, 17 days straight with your child, you realize like, hold on, I gotta sit there and separate my life out here and sit there and focus on getting my daughter though. So what I basically did was stop all doing out here in the streets. I was a weekend daddy, so it was cool. It was like okay, the weekend daddy though. Come Monday, I can still do what I want to do in the streets though. And it lasts for a little while, but then I'm like, hold on, man. This ain't working out though because I'm not able. My daughter's not able to see her mother the way she needs to. So I need to sit here and figure out what I'm gonna do. You think I daycare? So
Yeah.
then by that time, I'm like, okay, I'm building my own case though. So basically, I started building my case. What I'm saying, the system showing them that regardless of my record, regardless of who I am, regardless of what they think of me, I'm a better parent.
Hmm.
So we came to basically the idea of, well, Mr. Palm, you get her for 365 days. She'll go to her mom for one day. We give it to you though. See what you can do. So they came, had 14 months straight though. Took my child mother back and forth. Said, hey, here I go. Here's what I'm doing right here. Explain the situation. They said, okay, well, Mr. Palmer, here you go. Okay. Then from there on, I had to fight some more court dates back and forth, still going through it. But now, this is 2020 though, 4 years in the making of me having it. I'm
Okay.
still going through it though, and now it's like, well, Mr. Palmer, though, you right though. What you said all along. So now it's the pathway of trying to somewhat secure a relationship with her and her mother, though at the same time trying to let my daughter decide on her own what type of relationship she wants with her mother.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's no longer personal for me. It's no longer no vendetta into it. There's no situation. Because I got my own stuff going on my own life to really worry about the personal of a person that you don't deal with anyway. Your child I'm gonna years old anyway. So if
Okay.
you sit there have any animosity towards the situation now, ask me about that before I wrote my first book. Oh, it'd be a whole lot different than she did. Once you
Sounds
free
like it
your
wrote to
mind,
me.
right? But once you sit there and write your own life out there and realize, okay, that was my roadblocks here, my past. And then you start writing more and more, you realize, like, hold on. That's why I had inside me the whole time. Or now, it's like, well, the situation goes on, but like it's pandemic, though, right? We've been
Yeah.
going through it for 9 months, though. So at the end of the road, though, you got to get through it some type of way and figure out how to do it, all right?
Yes,
Basically,
sir.
how the whole fatherhood thing with me came is that now my daughter's about to be 8 years old. So now Daddy's doing a business though. Daddy's doing this. Daddy's writing multiple books. She
All
got
right.
children's book out. She about to drop another children's book out. So
Okay.
now she look at Daddy like, well, Daddy doing this though. So now it's more of a blessing though in the story now. It's like, well, yeah, I went through that in my life. I wrote a book about it, but look what I'm doing now, y'all. This is what I'm doing now today.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Definitely sounds like your daughter has inspired you and then you inspired her.
Most
You
definitely.
see what daddy's doing and she wants to, do the same thing to it. That's awesome. That's a beautiful thing. Um, you had a poem in here. I wanna look at the poem that you had when you're in the very beginning, of course. Um, we talked about the when you was a the identity, your identity,
I talk about my image.
my
Yeah, yeah.
image.
Ah, yeah. One thing with my image though, it's still the same image though, damn. But the image, like I said before, though, pants sagging tattoos, though, I'm still the same person.
Yeah,
But before, though, I walk into a job interview, pants sagging, look at me, I had braids at the time, though, too, though. So, I'm already labeled as a thug, but I walked in there, though, you know what? Then, like I tell people, the image, though, don't matter no more, though. You know what? Like I said, this day, I still cover the tattoos, though. Still pants still sag, though, but when they different, I got the different swag with it, though. To
yeah,
show up on people see me there in the store, they like, it's your daughter? And so I'm like, yeah, I used to be daddy. I'm full time daddy. You know what? They
yeah.
look at me like, wow, oh, I'm
That's
sorry. Don't be sorry though, you know what?
yeah,
It's how, you know what I'm saying? It's life though, you know what? Because I see people judging so much off your image so much so they get caught up in that though. But then when you actually out there, the image is what it is. Now it's like, this is who I am though. I'm a businessman, everything else. So my image, I can't take the tattoos away. You can't handle my pants to the sag at 35 years old.
yeah,
But naturally, though, people look at images what it is, though. You know what?
yeah.
We all have, that
Okay.
status quo image, though, that everybody's like, okay, you can label you before we know who you are. They'll label me. You can label me a thug all you want to, though, but, at the end of the day, a thug is a thug no more, though. You know what? I can't
Yeah.
say I can't rock that same way no more because at the end of the day, I may look like it though, the 40 some tattoos I got though, but at the end of the day, you sit there and ask me what I'm doing in life though, I'll ain't a thug no more than that. You know what?
Well, I think it's for what it's sometimes it's more so of people can think one thing and see a particular image on you, but sometimes it's all about what's in your head, what is your demeanor, how you
Right.
carry yourself. So you're the same person, you look the same way, and you still have tattoos and so forth because you can't get rid of those, but it's a demeanor thing, it's a
Right.
confidence thing. Your confidence is different. You can walk around and you know that, okay, I can hold my head and I'm doing something that's worthwhile. I'm doing something that's not destroying me. I'm doing something that's uplifting me. I'm doing something that's showing my daughter that, she doesn't have to settle, and
Right.
that's what a lot of young ladies do. They settle with certain things that they should not. And, you raise the bar.
Oh,
So,
most definitely though, most definitely. Never. I talk about that all the time. I'm like, you 7 years old though. I'm showing you something that most kids in life will never see from a
yes,
father's standpoint though. And I'm giving you that. But I'm sure I'm real with my daughter. Though. I told my daughter, I get daddy been locked up $80. So right, you reading my book and see. I told my daughter, I'm not ashamed of my past. So, you gotta be accountable for things though. I
yeah,
told my daughter now at 7 years old, you ain't accountable for nothing. You ain't gonna say for nothing.
yes,
So
sir.
with me now, being who I am now, I tell anybody, yeah, I wrote the books about my life. They had no reason to not to say about it. You look at my tattoos though, it's obvious over what I was doing. You know
Yeah,
what? So now, I sit there and that's what got me writing the other books though. And stuff. And start writing deeper and deeper though from the first book to where I'm at now with my last book I just dropped the other day, the affirmation book. And then I'm telling people, hey, I'm trying to speak positive to people now. Like, hey, I'm trying to let you know, hey, your mind is controlled everything.
yeah,
Everything you do out here, your mind controls it though. So
yes,
when I
sir.
came out with my last book though, was based off of affirmations though that, hold on. One positive word though, I got when I wrote my first book, a positive word told myself I'm gonna do it was the challenge more, the challenge I have now.
Yes,
The
sir.
challenge I have now is to there pursuing what I'm already doing.
Yes, sir.
Challenge first was sit there and say, hey, I'm gonna write a book though. People, hey, they ain't gonna expect this all I heard is got the world though. Then I started dropping first book. I'm at book 7, and it's only November 2020 though, and dropped 7 books
Okay.
already. So it tells you
Awesome.
the grind, the surge though. But at the same time though, I put all this effort I heard in the streets though, depressed people though with money and cars, and sit there and finesse the game so much though that at the same time though, I need to finesse the situation a whole different way.
Yes,
So
sir.
now I use it the same hustling mindset I had. I turned to the books and turned to the earrings, turned to everything else. So to
Yes,
make it
sir.
well, okay, I'm still hustling the same way. I'm still coming to you the
Just
same way,
hustling
but
something different.
I can promote this on, I can promote it on social media though. Have to do an interview about it and shit. They not worried about what nobody think of me though, right?
Yes,
Before
sir. Well, it's no purpose, you know.
you could promote it though that way. It wasn't no propaganda for street activity though. You know what? No networking though for that though lifestyle though. You know what?
Yes, sir.
You can put it on the table so they say, hey, we can you about this stuff from me? So they go out there with a fan charge, but you know, do it this way, do have the same mindset though, top of your life in the streets though. Yeah. You gotta go if you want to. If you want the nice car, you want this, you want that though, you want the Jordans, you want that. Do it legally though with your child right up beside you and do it the way though that you can teach your child to own her own business.
Yeah.
And so that you don't want to do you want to do the work. You gotta put yourself in the grind out there and do it though. You know, that's one thing why I was telling you earring business though came in. You know, I love women though, so I love women with earrings though, so I know it's like in the earring business. So like I like earrings though. So worst thing I know about a female is her earrings though. So
Yeah.
why not get in the business though or something you love doing and sit there and here you go. I think I do be earrings with Corey though. You know what? And then the books though, now I'm on a whole different level of writing now to sit there and showcase so that I'm not just a poet though. I'm actually writing a real book. I do real things. So the poetry only go so far and
Yeah.
everything. But then when you write a children's book though, then you go and write a affirmation book, though, then you turn around and write another children's book with your daughter. You know, people whole aspect you look like, hey, dude is broad though. Dude is really not just a poet though. You know, I'm an actual writer though, you know, at the same time though, what you know that, you know, the poetry only can go so far with me. But my
Yeah.
writing though, my ability though is showing what you think though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did get an opportunity to check out your earrings. Awesome earrings. Very beautiful earrings. I'm definitely gonna have to get me some because, as you know, I like the dangles.
I'm about to show you, hey, as you see though, they all, you know, different ones,
Yes, sir.
all different type of earrings though.
Yeah, they're
So
very beautiful. Yeah, I like the dangles. So for sure, I'm definitely checking out the earrings for sure. So, um, well, I know I actually got your one of your other books as well.
okay,
I believe in the support.
most
That's your
definitely.
book as well.
Ah, yes, most definitely though. Yes,
So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some great things from you. I like the fact that like I said, you're being transparent and you're not trying to conceal about who you were. You recognize that it needed to be a change. Your
most
daughter came
definitely.
along. You recognize it needed to be a change, and it's almost like when I read your other book, it was almost like I can feel the change, the difference in
Yes.
the type of writing that you was doing and the things that you were speaking about, things in the streets and then transitioning into being a father. And you talked about love a lot with your daughter, and definitely, I really, really enjoyed it. And I do definitely look forward to all the things to come, the reprogramming and that's what it takes about, sometimes you have to step back and reprogram yourself from what you used to do. Yes, you like the nice things, but you reprogram yourself, say, hey, I can get the nice things and I don't have to put my life in danger to get the nice things because
Most
it does
definitely though.
feel good to have it, and you lose your life, and you're not here for your daughter and all that kind of stuff. So I definitely respect the fact that you made the change. You made the change for your daughter. You want to be there for your daughter. You want to be the be a good self image, a good image for your daughter to
I'm most definitely.
mirror the man that she's going to have in her life, because a lot of times you see the children, you see the kids out there, and they turn into young girls, and then they're seeking something out there, and they're seeking
Right.
something in because they're yearning after that father figure. And with her standards are going to be high because
Oh
dad
yeah, most definitely.
told her
Right.
that I'm a queen. My daddy said I'm a princess. I'm a queen, so I don't have to settle. I don't have to be there and let you treat me like a peasant because I'm not a peasant. So
Right.
I respect that. Um, well, tell me something that you would want people to know specifically about you that they cannot read about or see on the internet.
And see, tell you one thing about me though that one thing I can say is that I'm unique though. I'm different than most out here. Is that I wanted to experience life on both sides though. And take the element out of the whole thing though to say that survival of the fittest is what I basically was on though. Like if I can sit there and do it, I'm gonna live in it and try to do whatever measures I could though. Against our eyes though. Like if you create your situation, I don't care nobody say right. You create
Yeah,
that world I heard though. You create that chaos though. You create it though, right? And then you wondering why life turned the way it does though. I say
yeah,
you unique though because I could have basically been a nerd though growing up and didn't want to really do it though. You know what? And basically was like, hold on, nerds ain't cool though. And I'm gonna sit there and experience this lifestyle though this way though, right? So I'm gonna do all this stuff right here,
do it on
crazy.
your terms.
When you do it so young though, right? It's cool though, but then you realize that same thing carries in life though 20 plus years later, and you like, dude, when you get grown, you like, man, this ain't the same no more. When I was sitting there playing on the block when I was 12 years old,
Mm,
yeah, I'm almost 40 years old though. Looking at some of these tattoos, like, man, though, bro, what you thinking though, man? You know,
yeah,
you're like, dang, oh man, what you got these 5 points title here, and I guess you buy you over, like, dude, but it was going like, dang, what's it say though? Nah, baby, don't worry about it. Why you got tears on your chest for, right? I'm like, but then you should have think about it. That's what I was on though, right? You
yeah.
sit there and look at your tattoos, like, in the same time, I have a tattoo that says Carpe Diem, seize the moment, seize the day, right? It's
Mm,
the same thing that I live by though. And to this day, is that no matter what though, each and every day though, you challenge yourself. You know what? So at the same time, the tattoos and everything in life matters. It's just what you do with your life though is what create that circle. But you don't realize when you're young though that this is gonna be your same lifestyle though. 20 years from now though, with kids though, you know, it's not so cool no more. But then you
yeah,
can do so much out here, either you gonna stop it though, or what you gonna do though. That's why I say though, tell anybody though, this is what you want to do, you do it. But then remember, 15 years later, half your homies is gone. No
yeah,
pack home boxes, graveyard, though cemetery, though people in getting gone. You should look at yourself like, man, I wasted a lot of time. I heard in the jobs you done try to do, the hustles and everything is gone. You sitting there stuck though at 30 plus years old though. Still trying to sell dope again on the block. That's all that you can do.
yeah,
Like if you ain't finesse, you never change yourself out your element. You
yeah.
never progress though. And that's one thing what we don't do though. That's one thing we create our own lifestyle and we don't progress though.
Yeah.
That's one thing I say though. Now that looking back though, telling anybody though, progression though. You know what I'm saying? That you may not know, but I chose the lifestyle. It wasn't like it was handed to me though. I mean, it was handed to me after I joined it, but I didn't sit
Yeah,
there and got recruited without getting recruited myself. You know what?
yeah,
That makes any sense though.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes you get out there in the lifestyle, that lifestyle chooses you, and then sometimes you desire that noise of the lifestyle,
Right.
and then at some point in time you have to realize that I can't do this forever. you know this
Right.
doesn't make sense. That's what maturity is. That's where evolving comes from. That's for changes. We all go through stages of life. All of
That's
us
it.
do. We all do silly things when we're young, and then as we get older we realize those things that were fun at the time, but as we get older we realize that really wasn't fun. That was just silly and senseless. And
Right.
why, and just the
Stupid,
reality is it don't
basically.
matter where you're at. We all go through that. We all go and
Right.
do silly things that we shouldn't be doing when we're young, but that's what you You know, that the Bible tells you, you know, when I was a child, I thought as a child. I did as a child. When I became a man, then I thought as a man. You know, you made them
Right.
changes. So, you know, that's just life, you know. And I appreciate the fact for you being transparent about it and writing about it because it's something that needs to be told. You know, some people have to learn life by living, and some people learn life by, you know, bumping their head one time. And some people look at other people and like, you know what, I don't think I want to do this. That don't look as fun, you know.
Right. It's true though. True. It's very
So,
true.
yes, sir. All right. Before we get wrapped up, tell us how tell you know YouTube how they can get in touch with you.
Well, first thing though, Facebook, Corey Palmer, Facebook, after Corey Palmer, Facebook again though, Nubian earrings with Corey, Instagram, favor underscore, big underscore homie 85, Snapchat, favorite big homie 85, email Corey.Palmer85 at yahoo.com. Main thing, the author Corey Palmer, which I know all my books go to Amazon, though. Also, I ship my books out, to any and every state out here, though. I ship my earrings to any and every state out here. So if you want a book, Amazon, you want the earrings, hit me up directly, though. I will ship them to you, though. So, yes.
All right, awesome. And just in case if y'all didn't catch that, don't worry, no harm, no foul. We are going to make sure we put the information out there so y'all can get those earrings. You can get that book. That book is fire. And trust, that book is fire. So thank you so much, Corey, for speaking with me today, and just keep trucking, and I wish you all the best and all the prosperity that you're looking for.
Thank you, though. Most definitely, though. Appreciate it, though.
All right, thank you.